Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Carmine Sabia here for Explain America. And as Independence Day approaches, former President Trump just got some great news that can help him make America great again. Before we get started, folks, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. All those things really help us out and they help our channel continue to grow. Now, you guys know the odds are stacked against President Trump in 2024. No matter how much the people want him, we know the odds are pretty stacked. We know that Democrats are going to push their mail-in voting again. They're going to push their early voting again. They're going to do everything they can to get out every single voter they have. And they, I got to tell you, in my opinion, have a much better ground game than Republicans have. As far as getting out the vote, they have a much better ground game. I will tell you guys again, forget what you hear from any person on television. I don't even care if that person's Donald Trump himself. Forget what you hear. You've got to do mail-in voting. You've got to do early voting. You've got to do those things because if you don't, Democrats are going to win again. You have to understand how they win. I mean, they just, forget all the conspiracy theories. They just got a really great ground game. And you've got to get with realism. You got to get realistic about what's actually happening, and you got to cast your votes. So that's why the odds are stacked against him because they're going to do everything, and they will do everything to keep this man from the White House. He terrifies them more than any other Republican ever possibly could or ever has because he's not part of their game. He's not part of their cabal. He's not on board with their plan. But he just got some really good news that might just thwart the Democrats' efforts to keep him out of the White House, and it's come from an unlikely source. Do you guys remember in the 1990s a gentleman, may he rest in peace, by the name of Ross Perot? Well, Ross Perot probably is the person most responsible for former President Bill Clinton becoming president to begin with. See, George Bush wasn't extremely unpopular. If you remember, he was riding a high of popularity after the Iraq War. Then it started to slowly wane as the economy changed and, the whole phrase from James Carville, "It's the economy, stupid," took hold. Okay, but he one-on-one would have likely defeated Bill Clinton anyway. But enter Ross Perot. Now, Ross Perot was a third-party candidate that appealed to a lot of Republicans. He's kind of libertarian. He appealed to Republicans in a lot of ways, especially with the economy. Well, now, in 2024, enter far-left, very progressive Democrat Cornel West. Cornel West is everything the far-left Democrats want. Everything they want. He might be to the left of Ocasio-Cortez. That's how far-left he is. He's a believer in reparations, and he's a believer in, the Green New Deal, and he's a believer that America is just broken and has to be fixed from the ground up. Well, a lot of the far-left Democrats are not very happy with President Joe Biden. They just don't think he's radical enough. They don't think he's liberal enough. They don't think he's progressive enough. Now, I've seen them online. I've seen them talking. Kellyanne Conway actually agrees with this. She says his entering the presidential race as a third-party candidate, which he has, if he gains enough steam, he will likely take enough votes away from Biden in key states that Trump will just walk into the presidency in 2024. It's actually that serious of a threat, and I think the Biden administration is taking it seriously. So it remains to be seen what happens. But I tend to agree with Kellyanne Conway on this. I think that Cornel West could be a real monkey wrench in the plans of Kamala Harris. Got an old white guy versus a slightly younger black guy. The old white guy is pretty centrist. The younger black guy is pretty far left. That could siphon off. You got to remember, states like Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Michigan, they were won by percentage points, less than 1% in some cases. I mean, very, very small margins. So if even just those small margins switch to Cornel West, he's not going to take any Trump voters away. He's going to take only Biden voters away. So if a small portion goes to Cornel West, it's game over. Guys, I really want you to share this, and I'd love to get your comments on it, in the comments below. Also, please like and subscribe. That really helps us out. Once again, I'm Carmine Sabia. This is Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.